But I'll tell you why. Because at Origami, you don't have to try to fit in. You don't have to be someone other than who you are. And I know that we have many men in the audience today, and we have some amazing male designers, but for a minute I'm going to talk to the women, because this is a woman thing. So often as women, we don't believe that we're enough. And we have those feelings that despite what we give, despite who we are, despite what we do, that it's not enough. And I'm here to tell you that you are enough. I'm here to tell you that you're better than you think you are. I see the good that you do. I hear it. I get constant emails of the stories of the Force for Good initiatives that you do, the service that you give. But I want you to think for just a second about how you feel about yourself, because that's what we're going to talk about for a few minutes. Because you know what? Have you ever noticed that someone else can tell you some of your redeeming qualities, and yet it's difficult that you see them in yourselves? Each of you has something so special about you. And you know what? I want everybody for just a moment to think about something that you have that someone else doesn't. Something that you are proud of yourself about. Something that makes you special. I'll tell you what, if you're a nurse in this audience, raise your hand if you're a nurse, wherever we might be. If you're a nurse, there's something really special about you, because as I believe that there are many special things about me, I could never do that job. I have such an admiration for nurses, for teachers, for women of any kind that do anything financial and having to do with accounting, because that's why I have Trisha. And thank you, Trisha, for that. I want to tell you something that's special about me. God put me here on this earth to love people. I often call it my defective loving gene, because I have a love of my fellow man. And I will tell you, part of the reason that Origami Al is here is our genuine intention to make people on this earth better, and to create a collective group of people who have one mission, and that is to make a difference in this world. I don't know if you've thought about your mission, but I think about mine and how I know that mine is to love anyone I come in contact with. And that's unconditional for me. I want you to think about who in your life you give unconditional love to. I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you give it to yourself? Do you unconditionally love you and who you are? If you don't, you should. I want everyone across 14 cities, male or female, to say these words. We're going to say it a couple of times, so bear with me. I am enough.
I am enough.
Say it again. I am enough. Next, you're going to say, I am perfect exactly as I am. I am perfect exactly as I am. You know what? That doesn't mean we don't have faults. That means that we are where we are in life right now because it's where we're supposed to be. I'm a lover of Tony Robbins. I don't know if any of you have been to his events or watched his CDs, but in many aspects, they have changed my life. And he has a quote that says, "What if everything is happening for you and not to you?" What if? What if everything you've been through, the most painful heartache you've experienced, has happened for you and not to you? Because guess what? You have two choices. You have the ability in your thoughts and in your mind to fight it. What good does that do? It causes suffering. I have a saying that many of you know. What do I say when something is absolutely terrible and has gone wrong?
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Why do I say it's perfect? Because guess what? If we try to think that our life should be contrary to our own reality that we're living, we're literally causing our own suffering. Whatever it is. This shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. Guess what? It did. And you know what? It's perfect. Why? It doesn't feel perfect. But maybe something better is going to happen. Maybe you're supposed to take that adversity in your life and make it something better for someone else. Maybe you're supposed to be there for someone who's hurting. Maybe the experience that you went through can change the lives of countless others. I know there are several of you in this audience, maybe not here, but collectively, who've dealt with this particular problem, so I'm going to say it out loud. My husband left me. You know what? It's perfect. Why is it perfect? Why would you want anyone in your life who didn't want to be with you, who didn't love you for who you are? Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's somebody who will. And if you don't have that yet, you start with me, because I love a lot. You are better than you think you are. I want to share an example that has touched my heart in such a profound way, and it is one of many that I hear, but this just happened in the last couple of weeks, so I want to share a story about two women, both of which are Origami designers, who are sitting in Cincinnati, Ohio right now. And about these two women this week, and it has affected me in a very profound way. That there was no way I couldn't come out here on stage this afternoon and not share it with you. The story starts with senior team leader Dawn Langdon, who's been with us since September of 2012. Because of complications arising from pregnancy and the birth of her daughter in 2005, Dawn began to suffer from kidney failure. Although her beautiful daughter, Lydia, was healthy, Dawn began getting sick. She made frequent doctor's visits, took multiple medications, and implemented lifestyle changes to help her kidneys as long as possible. But still, by 2010, Dawn's kidneys were only operating at 40%. One of the main side effects of kidney failure is exhaustion. Just keeping up with day-to-day activities for her family was difficult. And that's Dawn. You can see Dawn is there on the right-hand side. She's the one at the very end. Okay, so for example, to take her if she went to an amusement park, it would take her 2 days to recover. By 2014, her nephrologist told her there was nothing that could be done and it was time to start looking for a donor. They put the word out on Facebook to family and friends. They hope to start a list of people willing to donate and see if they'd be a suitable match. One of these people who saw that post was team leader Jessica Markham. That is who is on the left screen with her little one in the picture. Jessica joined Origami in 2013 and was on Dawn's team. She had first met her a few weeks before Christmas in 2013. A single mother on a budget, Jessica was grateful that Dawn invited her to share her hotel room at SOAR 1 year ago when Jessica's roommate canceled at the last minute. It was a shock to Jessica to find out that Dawn was so sick she never would have known if she hadn't seen Dawn's Facebook post. Jessica says, not knowing anything about the disease, her post hit me like a ton of bricks. Deep down, I knew I would be a match and that I needed to do this. Jessica immediately put herself on the list and wound up as one of the top 4 candidates. 2 days after getting the news, Jessica made the decision to donate and filled out her paperwork. She says, my mom is a nurse and she went through every negative glass is half empty scenario there was. And I couldn't give her a better answer than I don't know. All that I know is that I need to do this. Dawn and Jessica, in Cincinnati, Ohio, I would like for you to walk to the front of your theater.